Asphalt 8 is such an interesting but sad case. This is the only racing game I know of that everybody loved, went back to because the sequel was trash, then became almost as bad as the game people left it for. It's become a trend to make your game as garbage as possible for the sake of profit, and it finally reached Asphalt 8. Of all games. Gameloft dropped the game all the way back in 2013, and it was already ahead of the times. The graphics were insanely good for the period it was released in, and they still hold up today. There's been revisions and updates over the years, but the original graphics are still top tier. Also, the garage looks pretty cool. And yes, if you're wondering, this is the 1.6 version of the game. It's not pirated, just old. I'll leave a link in the description. And when you click the link, press this button, not this one. This one's malware. There's a good selection of music from rock to EDM and even professional griefers. They really didn't miss with the soundtrack, it's really nice. Each category has a ton of songs, so you'll never get bored. At the time, there was only one form of currency, credits. You use them to buy pretty much everything. Every car, every upgrade, everything you needed could be bought with them. In this particular version I have, there's a total of 69 cars. Nice. And the cars you can use get from understandable to what is that? Like, look at this Onky Splunky odd car. They're also terribly priced and ranked. How does a convertible Mini Cooper cost almost as much as a DB9? The electric cars being cheap makes sense though, that's pretty accurate. This one's cool though. The wackiness of cars stays consistent throughout the updates with cars like the Anniversary S-Class Dodge Dart and the Mazda 6 and this thing. Bro, this looks like the Run alien. What are you doing, Mercedes? Funny thing, there's a video of someone breaking the speed of light in this game, and one of the cars used was this one. Whenever this car actually releases to the public, remind me to not buy it. When it comes to the paint and upgrades, they're very simple. Each car has a limited amount of options, and the upgrades just consist of acceleration, top speed, handling, and nitro. Honestly, I see this as a good thing, as this isn't the main appeal of the game. In fact, the things you can upgrade do help the main appeal, which is the gameplay. This is the best part about Asphalt. There are many racing games that focus on realism or semi-fiction, but Asphalt cranks the intensity to 1,000. You can boost, drift, barrel roll, spin, and fly your way across the map. There's a ton of maps of real-world locations like Area 51 in Nevada, the slippery roads of Iceland, and even the Great Wall of China. In Tokyo, there's even this huge robot you can drive under. Mind you, this game was made in 2013. There's even some crazy tracks like Sector 8 that make absolutely zero sense, but it's so cool. The races are split into seasons with different modes and class requirements that can be unlocked with a certain amount of stars you can earn. Doing various tricks and stunts can earn you points and boost your car, and if passing your opponents in style isn't enough, you can wreck them. This is by far the best part of these races. If you're fast enough or boost ahead, you can destroy a car and force them to respawn. Don't be too confident, as the same can happen to you, or you can just crash into oncoming traffic. In the current version, the animation is much quicker, which makes sense, but seeing your opponent get owned is very satisfying. Everything about this game is pretty great, but the airborne aspects of the game is what shot this game up to stardom. There's even tons of videos on YouTube showing funny moments involving stunts and crashes. The fact that everything could be bought with one currency and there was no energy system meant you could easily grind your way through the game. It was nice they understood nobody wants to be hopelessly addicted for months on end for a mere item. The file size was big, as 2 gigs was a lot in 2013, but it was definitely worth it. You had a game with console quality graphics, licensed cars, and a whole lot of wreckage for free. I don't see how they can mess up something like this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Greed. I will say this version of Asphalt is one I found in Minecraft, in a Happy Meal, in Roblox Pressure, so I do want to make it clear I don't support pirating games, but I couldn't do anything if someone were to go to a certain side-loaded app that hosts versions found from the 7 Seas, downloads them, and enjoys the treasure they plundered. Now, many changes, good and bad, were slowly added to the game with various updates, but going from one of the earliest versions of the game to the current one was an experience to say the least. For starters, the garage was completely different. Gone was the exotic beach, and taking its place is a normal black room with a bit of smoke and a pool. The interface is a bit cleaned up, so that's nice. I also got a lot of ads. To be fair, the old version I played only functioned offline, but nobody likes frequent pop-ups. Various things over time were added to the game that soured the free-to-play experience. So there's 3 new currencies: tokens, fusion coins, and vouchers. Tokens are the premium currency, which can be used to buy cars, change your name, and purchase fuel. Wait, what? Oh, it's only for limited time events. So events that you don't have a lot of time to participate in have a mechanic that limits your participation. Amazing. Anyways, the only way to get tokens is through things like challenges and rewards from events, which I guess is okay, but like, why? Literally every racing game I know uses the primary currency to purchase cars. It's like a big point of playing the game, or any racing game at that. And the cars you can buy with credits are old cars that you might already have if you're a vet, and if not, some of them are pretty expensive, especially compared to what they previously went for. Fusion coins is the other premium currency that can be used to turn your cars pro. This currency can be earned in many ways, with a good chunk of them being through ads and buying them. And vouchers is the other premium currency that can be used to buy and upgrade vehicles. These can only be bought with real money. Oh brother, are you kidding me? How did we go from you can buy everything in the game with the currency to having a currency that can only be bought with real money? I can smell hints of Asphalt 9 here. Also, who is this? First off, the fit is crazy work, and second, what is the point of your existence? There's literally no reason to have her. In fact, it's rather weird. You can just show how the game works like you did back then. I'm telling you guys, they're doing this on purpose. There's no reason why every single racing game has some woman showing you the tutorial. They also added an event roulette and race pass, because profit. Look, there's plenty of games that are incredibly well made that don't rely on microtransactions. Any game that frequently pushes them with various methods is a clear-cut sign that they need money, which they will not have, because Fruit Loops exist. I'm not gonna lie, sports fans, these changes being made is the last thing I expected from Asphalt 8 of all games. What once was a fun, electrifying take on racing is now another money-hungry lottery that focuses on profit instead of player experience. This kinda sucks, to be honest. I used to love Asphalt 8 a lot, and many did too. The game has 500 million downloads. There are some improvements that new players probably would appreciate, but it's not enough to distract us from the roulettes, microtransactions, and overall dullness this game is now filled with. This exact thing happens with so many other games, it's crazy, dog. This game now belongs to the vets. I'm not sure where Asphalt 8 is headed. This was the Giga Chad game that everybody went back to after we played Asphalt 9. Oh wait, sorry. Asphalt Legends Unite. Ooh, guys, look, we put Unite after it instead of making Asphalt 10 because we're so cool. Literally kill yourself. I'm not going to continue to play this game as there's much other better ones out there, and that there's the mysterious Minecraft 3D printed version that I currently enjoy. And if Gameloft wants to see the mauled over I and many others making that decision, they should understand that their downfall is nothing but deserved.